We'll see. Choose. I guess a man under investigation here doesn't get pulled off duty. Sorry, you good? They sure are happy to see me, looks like. I told them the chief and I are going to be best friends. They don't believe me. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm living the dream.
Lovely.
Zoom, zoom. My Zoom ain't working. That's all right. We'll just chill right here. There we go. Now I can zoom in things. So we just roll it. See, I'll show you the guy. There you go. There's Duncan right there. The one that don't know how to keep his hands to himself. There he is. Oh, there's Will Davis. Just walked in. I don't know which one of them wrote the bulletin. Neither one of them wants to talk about, but it's out there. They put it out. I believe that's the new chief right there. Richard Pearson. It's swearing in of the new chief in Joplin, Missouri. No, you could order some donuts for them. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. I'm going to move over here to the back, get out of the way. It's not court. It's swearing in of the chief of police in Joplin, Missouri. They got a new chief coming in. Oh, that's Lewis. That's the interim chief. Dude, that'd be hilarious. He comes in with that donut. He's already sitting up there. I think that's him right there. It's Richard Pearson, I believe his name is. What happened to Moss? Y'all might be familiar with them.
Good morning, everybody. Nice and quiet Monday morning. I want to welcome everybody to our chambers this morning. It's an important day as we welcome a new police chief. Before I introduce Chief Pearson, I'd like to take a minute to recognize Brian Lewis for his service as interim chief. Serving in an interim role is difficult. The job is to maintain services and lead in a way that makes transition easy. Brian did exactly that, which shows his love for the department and the community. Brian and his team were able to start a conversion to a new CAD and RMS system, organize bridge dedications for our fallen heroes, and complete a budget. Those are difficult assignments, and Brian did those well. Chief Pearson will certainly have a good head start on his work here in Joplin. Brian, thank you for your service.
Minus some things.
Great Assistant Chief. I want to start.
There we go.
Introduce Chief Pearson. Chief Pearson joins us from Jefferson County Public Schools within the Louisville Metro, where he served as captain. I thought it was interesting. That school district had nearly 100,000 students. So with kids and teenagers, that's a tall task. We're glad to have that experience here. Previously served as an adjunct professor teaching criminal justice at a community college and served 22 years in the Louisville Metro Police Department, where he climbed through the ranks as patrol commander. Not only does the chief have practical hands-on experience to bring to Joplin, but he has dedicated himself to developing as a leader. He has some of the highest credentials available to law enforcement professionals. Chief Pearson recently completed his doctorate in criminal justice and completed the FBI National Academy and the Southern Police Institute. So I'm already torn, is it doctor, or is it chief, or is it okay. You let me know. It was easy to see during Chief Pearson's interview that he had the knowledge and experience to lead on Joplin. Chief Pearson and his wife Gina completed their move last week, and we welcome them to Joplin. That knowledge and experience is
Joplin, Missouri is where it's at.
In the midst of challenging but exciting times. There's many issues confronting our police department. Community is growing now more than ever, and we will need to continue to attract and retain our great officers. We must continue to improve pay and staffing and improvement to our facilities to continue a positive trajectory for Joplin. I have confidence that Chief Pearson can lead us in these efforts and enhance the overall police department services. I have one request for the community. Let's support Chief Pearson and the entire department and build the safest community in Missouri. Mike for Holly to come forward, and Chief Pearson for your swearing in. Then Chief Pearson will have some introductory remarks.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States and the state of Missouri and the charter and ordinances of the city of Joplin, and that you will faithfully perform the duties of your office, and that you possess all the qualifications for the office to which you have been chosen, and that you will not knowingly receive, directly or indirectly, any money or other valuable thing for the performance or non-performance of any act or duty pertaining to your office other than the compensation allowed by law?
I heard the Constitution in there, so hopefully he stands by that.
Thank you to everyone for coming out this morning. Thank you to City Manager Edwards, and especially special thanks to Assistant Chief Brian Lewis, who has stepped in and done a fantastic job running the department in the absence of the chief. Thank you for that, and I'm sure we'll have a great working relationship as we move forward and helping to make the city safe and pleasant to live in for everybody. A little bit about me. As City Manager said, my name is Richard Pearson. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. My wife and I just recently moved here and are in the process of trying to get settled in. There's boxes stacked everywhere. We don't even know where an exchange of clothes is, probably from things that are stacked up in the house right now. But we And the little bit of time that we've been here, we really, really like the area. It's a beautiful town, it's a beautiful city, it's a beautiful area. We've met with nothing but the finest, most gracious citizens. We've had many, many people come up to us and introduce themselves and welcome us to the community. Been very warm and welcoming, and we appreciate that very much. So a little bit about my background, because I'm sure you all are wondering, who's this new guy, what's he about, what direction is he going to take us in? I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Right now I'm 52 years old, married, no children, 2 fat, nasty, stinky basset hounds. And they're waiting for us at home right now. So in my upbringing in law enforcement, and I've been a law enforcement officer pretty much my entire adult life. I started out at age 15 in a police cadet program back home. And then at age 21, I joined the Louisville Police Department, which joined with the county several years later and became the Louisville Metro Police Department. There's a department of about 1,250 officers, so it's a little bit larger than Joplin, but we welcome the change in pace. I was there for about 22 years, retired in 2015 as a lieutenant. During my tenure with Louisville Metro, I held a variety of positions: administrative, tactical, patrol, plainclothes, uniform, all different shifts. Had a chance to meet a lot of great people, and not so great ones, a lot of great officers, and do a lot of good for the city of Louisville. I feel really, really proud of the work that I was able to do along with my co-workers there in Louisville. Retired in 2015 and went to become an assistant professor of criminal justice at Ivy Tech Community College. I taught criminal justice there, a variety of different types of classes from 2015 to 2022. And then I got a phone call from a good friend of mine that I came up with on Louisville Metro Police. He's a deputy chief of the Jefferson County public school system. He said, "Hey, Rich, why don't you come on over, man? It's a great job. You get weekends off. The work's not really hard." He lied. He lied to me, because when I got there, it turns out that the work was quite a bit more challenging than he had described, but it was very fulfilling. Got to work with a lot of kids, do a lot of good, help work out some problems that need to be worked out. There's still a lot of problems going on. There always will be, but I felt good about the work that we did in the little bit over a year that I was there. And I got promoted to the rank of captain, which is an administrative position, and I'm glad that my command staff is here, as chief of Joplin Police. That is an administrative position, but I do not plan to sit in the office all the time. There's going to be times when you guys see me out riding around, making runs with you, calling off on the radio, making runs. I'm a hands-on type of a chief. I'm not going to sit back behind my desk and throw out orders and expect everybody to follow my direction. I'm going to be out there leading from the front. Maybe a little bit too much. If that does happen, somebody just throw a lasso on me and rein me in a little bit. I believe that as a police department, we are not separate from the community. We are all part of the community. It's not us versus them. It's not the police doing their thing and the public just having to respond to it or deal with it. We are all one. And as long as we can maintain good, open lines of communication and work together, we can make or keep Joplin the safe and wonderful city that it is. And that's help from lots of people. I expect and hope that I'll get lots of buy-in from the community,
Joplin, Missouri.
Lots of responses and input from the public. We will respond when the public says, "Hey, we would like to see this or that," or "we would like to stop seeing this or that." I'm going to be attending every community meeting I can get my hands on, every neighborhood association meeting I can get someone to invite me to, or not shut the door on me when they see me coming, because I want to be as interactive and responsive as possible. Okay. Back home, I went through several chiefs of police back home, several mayors, and you would see that a new chief gets sworn in, and then nobody would see him again except on television for the rest of his time. Same thing with the mayor. I don't plan to be that way. You're going to see me out in grocery stores, in the parks, movie theaters, often and just as much, and doing the same things that you guys are going to be doing. But please don't hesitate to come up to me, shake my hand, introduce yourself, tell me your concerns, your issues. I would love to hear them. I'm going to try to keep a notebook in my pocket at all times to make sure I stay up on those things. But it's all about communication and working together. when the public loses communication with the police department, they lose faith in the police department. They lose trust in the police department. They lose trust in their elected leaders and the unelected leaders of the city. We cannot allow this to happen. And I'm going to work diligently to make sure that doesn't happen. So when you see me showing up in meetings, when you see me walking up to you and shaking your hand and saying, hey, how you doing? Expect that, because it's going to be coming. It's going to be coming from me to you guys in the back, my command staff, my support staff, the officers, the rank and file. You guys are going to see me out there with you. So don't say, hey, there's the chief, everybody, shh, when you see me coming. We all need to work together to make things go the way they need to go so everybody's safe and happy. I don't like, my wife tells me all the time I'm a little bit too wordy, so I'm going to try to keep it brief. Any questions that you all have, I will be absolutely more than happy to answer. I know that I'm going to be working with the media here in a little bit, but if there's any questions from anybody in the audience, I will be more than happy to take those. That many. All right. Well, I will be around. You will be seeing me, so if at any time you want to stop, speak to me, I will be more than happy to do that. Please don't ever go the other way when you see me coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Welcome. That concludes our swearing-in ceremony. So stick around, introduce yourself to Chief Pearson, ask your questions, and see you all soon. Thanks.
How you doing? I'm living the dream. You guys know? Do you know who put out that bulletin on me? The police department put out on me, calling me a sovereign citizen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So you didn't have anything to do with that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I was just checking. I was just wondering. I mean, you wouldn't lie, would you? Okay. I was just checking.
I just looked up and I saw.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I think so too. Yes. Nice meeting you.
How you doing? I'm doing well. Have you made the new chief aware of the bulletin that you guys put out on me? Okay. I just was going to ask a few questions on it, so.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'd be appropriate to talk to him right now.
Oh, you haven't made him aware.
An appointment to come up and talk to him later. That'd be great.
Well, I'm already on live, so everybody knows about it. So, I mean, there's no time like the present. If not now, then when? You guys have denied it for so long. So when are you going to admit to it? When are you guys going to admit to it and hold yourselves accountable? There's no time like now.
I'll tell you what, if you want to talk to the chief, you're welcome to talk to the chief, but he's got other people he wants to talk to too, so try not to.
No, I'm not going to take up his time. I just have three simple questions. Three simple ones. Ones that you guys just don't seem to want to hold yourselves accountable to. Ones that you guys try to push people out of buildings, do things like that when you have no legal recourse for it, right? I've turned that in already, and the guy's still on staff. Usually when there's an investigation, they're pulled off duty, aren't they? No? You don't?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, that's what they did in Granby to the chief of police, actually, because they said that's required by Missouri's law. But I don't know. I'm not one in the position. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So are you going to admit that the bulletin exists?
I'm not here to talk to you about that today. This is a good day for you chief to start. And
It's a great day. I told you guys. I already told you, and you guys know it. I said the chief and I are going to be real good friends. We're going to be tight because I'm going to bring accountability, what you guys haven't had for quite a while. Can I have a moment, Chief?
Well, we're going to do media later. So
Oh,
questions
okay.
and things like that.
So what was that right there that just happened? I waited my turn.
Okay. I'll let you guys see.
I mean, I was just wondering.
She's got a room full of people, so we're just going to do some.
I'm a people too.
You are. You're
Okay.
welcome. I thought you were with the media. I apologize.
I am with the media.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give them. I tried to let all the media know that we were going to do the interviews after.
Okay. What
Yeah.
time should I come
About
back?
5 minutes. We were just going to circulate the room.
Oh, okay.
Pictures of that. Nothing formal, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
That's
mind.
fine. I mean, I was just going to...
I'm Lynn, Public Information for the
Lynn,
city. Yes.
I'm Barry Wingfield.
Yes.
So
Nice
would
to
you
meet
know who put the bulletin out on me, calling me a sovereign citizen?
I would not know that, sir.
Okay.
No, I would not. So.
Okay. Barry Wingfield, how would you like to be addressed, sir?
You know, I'm still up in the air on that. Because
I want to record you.
Because I just got my doctorate, so people are saying, do we call you chief, or do we call you doctor, or do we call you Dr. Chief? I don't know. Just call me Rich.
Just call me Rich. There you go. Be a man. Just be a common man, so that everybody gets shoulder to shoulder with you.
That's what I am. That's all I am. That's
Yeah.
all I ever be.
Hey, one quick question before you walk off. So I believe that a government of the people, for the people, by the people, doesn't hide from the people. Do you believe that as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
I was just telling her over there, and just the same thing I said up there. I want to be out amongst people. I'm just one of the people. I mean, just because I've got a job that is kind of different than everybody else doesn't mean I'm actually different than anybody. You know, so yeah, I believe that the government should be beholden to the people, because the government is elected and put in their positions by the people, whether it's an unelected position like myself, or the city manager, or whoever it is. When the government stops being responsive to the people, everything goes down the drain.
Transparency. We need transparency is what we need in Joplin.
You know, I hate that word because so many people have misused it for so long. You know.
Well, it's got to be on both sides. It's got to be on both sides, for sure.
Just telling the other media personality, anything anybody asks me, if there's not a reason I can't talk about it, I want to talk about it fully.
Yeah.
But there will be times when there are reasons that I can't go into specific things, but I'll always follow that up by saying, I can't talk about that right now, but here's why I can't talk about it right now.
Okay.
And as soon as I can talk about it, you know, I'm not violating the law or anybody's rights or whatever. You know, I will be the first one on TV saying, here's what's going on, here's why I couldn't talk about it before.
Okay.
What questions do you have?
I like that.
People may not always like what I have to say, but they will always know they're hearing the truth.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Did I give you my name already?
Yeah.
I'm Barry Wingfield. I don't have one on me. I get one to you later.
Okay.
But Barry Wingfield with No Cap Media.
No Cap Media.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We broadcast the whole. I know. I just wanted to introduce myself and congratulate you.
Well, they didn't think I was going to come. I bet you. You guys weren't banking on me coming, were you?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So, no, I was just really trying to get them. We had a lot of people interrupt their day, come from work, so we're just trying to get them to meet with those people. And then because the media has a job, these people are, that's their job.
So what was your position again?
Public information officer.
Okay.
I don't take care of police matters.
So you don't, okay. So you wouldn't see bulletins that are put out by the police department, and you wouldn't check them before, like, who does that? Who's the person that actually does the research to put something out like that out? Okay. Well, I mean, I already tried talking to Assistant Chief Lewis, and he doesn't want to answer anything. And I've tried talking to Captain Duncan, and he assaulted me at the training facility. And then I tried talking to Will Davis, and they all don't want to say a word about it. They've admitted that it exists, but they just won't hand it over.
That's probably a police matter that I really have knowledge, and I will go out and try to get the chief circulating. Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. There's Shannon Becker right there, right with his buddies. Covering up. Support the cover up. It's right there. There we go.
I know. I'm happy for that.
Makes no sense. I don't know why it don't make sense. They need a chief of police, don't they? Oh, this is the swearing in of the new chief. I'm just up here asking questions about a bulletin they put out on me, calling me a sovereign citizen, tearing my poetry apart and building the context that they like to build. So I'm just asking questions about it, making the new chief aware. I told him this is what I was going to do, so I don't want to be a liar. I'm here doing it. It's just the public meeting the new chief right now. They said media will talk to him here in a few minutes, so we'll stick around and see what's up, see the questions that are asked. We got Shannon Becker here. He never wants to go live with me though. I don't know why. Probably because I call out his protection of people that he shouldn't protect, the cover-ups that he keeps covering up. Yes, hopefully he does. Thank you, John Hale. Hopefully he does. He said, I spoke with him earlier. You can go back and view that. I like what he says. I think he'll stand by it. I mean, this is a guy that's turned in his fellow officers before and filed a whistleblower on people before because of their actions. So I believe he will stand by what he says. Why would you not trust anybody in this video? What do you mean, drop off Jupiter? I wouldn't trust that guy because he's I mean, he didn't lie to me specifically, but he won't talk to me and he won't be transparent. That's the assistant chief, Lewis. We got Will Davis right here talking to Shannon Becker. I wouldn't trust either one of them. They set up the narrative and they build it and they grow it and they don't tell the truth. When you ask bigger questions and you ask beyond just the surface value, they start running from it. I would not trust that man at all. That man assaulted me at the training facility. I've turned it in, so I don't know why he's still on staff right now. He should be suspended. There's an investigation going on it, and I got to talk to a state trooper on Wednesday about that. That's Trevor Duncan. He's a chief. He's not a chief, but a captain. I mean, I believe accountable police build accountable communities. So if you want accountability, come forward and be accountable. This is in Joplin, Missouri. Hey, up in smoke, I'm with you. That's what I'm doing here. I'm bringing accountability. That's why I'm here. Chief sounds like he's going to as well. That's what he said earlier. You can check the video, go back and review it. There he goes. Packing up to leave or something. We can meet. Yeah. Oh man, funny. Dad was from Webb City. Hey, that's where I live, trolling. That's for stickers. All right.
You're going to be welcome, yes.
Yeah, they do pick, but I don't know. You got to come and give them the opportunity. You got to show them that you'll give them the opportunity to protect the Constitution. He just took an oath to protect it, so we got to give him that opportunity. You don't know what he's going to do until he does it. Character's action. Words are just words. School meeting. It's swearing in of the new chief of police in Joplin, Missouri. That's Rich. That's what he told me to call him, but chief of police, Richard Pearson. And I did an interview with him a little bit, just asked him about like accountability and transparency. And hey, I liked his answers. Now we just got to see if he puts, if he walks it like he talks it. So he puts it out there and walks the street doing the things he says he's gonna. I mean, I'll give him that opportunity. I'll give him the opportunity to show me what he's going to do. He might be from Alabama. I know he was in Memphis. I know he turned in his other officers and filed a whistleblower against them before. Him and one of his other, basically to bring accountability, to bring transparency. And then the force he was on basically ran him out. Started going after him for different stuff. So I just hope that accountability comes.
Extremely excited to have you everybody's been so encouraging and very nice to come back into this business. I'm very much looking forward to being part of the community. Anybody who sees me or any of the officers on the top of this, I'll be things that I can see us start working on, so we can be responsible. That's what I'm all about. Because if the police department doesn't respond to the needs of the community, there is a very, very expensive insurance policy that it's not really, not only what they pay, how are you? I know it's the first thing. How are you? I'm all about communication. I'm all about meeting people face to face, talking to you. I'm trying to get a better feel of your relationship.
It's swearing in a new chief.
So that's what I'm all about, communication.
And what should something the community should know about?
Well, like I said, I'm a lifelong law enforcement officer, a lifelong educator, lifelong student, especially my doctorate. So education is extremely important to me. I plan on developing the education of child in the public school system. That's the funding that just came from the community. And then we need to county. our school system is the largest in the state. We serve about 100,000 kids every day. So we have a good relationship with the state. A lot of children that are in desperate situations that we would never have known about. A lot of times, they felt comfortable at the office and hey, I can help you.
It's facts. Help them kids.
Thank you so much. You again, but don't need to.
There's a line on our street that doesn't work. Tell them, give them your game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the swearing in of the new chief of police in Joplin, Missouri. That's what it is. I come around, here's these guys. I don't know who that guy is, but boy, he's smirking. Doesn't like cameras, I guess. I do not see donuts. Let me show y'all where. Here we go. There's Shannon Becker doing what he does best, hanging out with the cops, building a ideal, building their plan, building their story. That's where he's at all the time. It's Joplin, Missouri.
Call the department. I'm not sure. Put that out. I'm going to get with you guys to let you all know how to put that more than like every time.
Is there anything that you haven't said that you'd like to
I'm going to be transparent. Information is about to go up because it may jeopardize the case, or it might cause someone's rights, or it might be a legal issue. But other than that, if you guys ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth, the whole truth. I'm not going to make you wait for information. I'm not coming on my door. When I know something, I'm going to call you and say, hey, here's what's going on. So that's not going to be how we do things. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I was going to give you my card.
Sure.
Because I will be, there were some administrative things, particularly things like staffing, where the department stands with staffing, because that has been a concern here. You know, the attraction and retention, and it is in many
Nationwide with law enforcement.
I know that the department is able to plan is to go to the 12 weeks.
Yeah, I think that'll be, because when you have less beats, you can put more officers in closer contact with the community, so you can have better contact and communication with community members. You know who our players are, the running backs, and response time goes way down. If you don't have this huge area to cover, just a small beat, you can take care of all of it.
Yeah, the 4 beats, that's what the study showed that the city commission, I think about 2 years ago, And there are no forty.
Yeah, still there's gonna be a learning curve when I'm coming up to speed on things, but I'm gonna hit the ground running.
We talked about it. I think he told us that we're just waiting on some officers to come out of the academy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heavily because there's certain factors that impact recruiting and retention first. Okay, no matter how much you love your job or you hate your job, it's gotta be your job. Can help you pay more. So I think the city accounts for this. So that's gonna go along. Even if it doesn't get the interest to whether you want to be paid, as long as they know, hey, the city's working toward it, they haven't forgotten about us, that they're working to try to do better. They make you feel better about being here, and stay here. And they'll tell other people, hey, you know, it's a place to work, you know, and I plan on getting heavily. So we're gonna move it.
They have a contract right now that specifies.
How are you doing? Good.
Yeah, that's how it was back home. Guys were retired.
And that was kind of considered as some of those officers that were so you've done that's I'm an old police reporter myself. Back in the day.
Well, I'm sure we'll be working closely together because it's all about communication, getting the information out. So anytime you need any information from us, please call us and we'll be transparent. All right.
The guys have always been good.
Cool. Very good.
Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Chief, you have one more that I need to take.
This is just quick. I just want to say hi. Hi. I know,
Good, happy holidays.
Yeah, and we could probably do like maybe a video for that. Yeah. Just because
They will. See you later, Mike. Thank you.
Rich, I just have one more question, if I could, real quick, before you take him. All right. So I've heard you speak on the duplicity that's kind of tearing America apart, where people stand up on stages and they say things, and then they hit the streets and they walk completely different.
I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, how are you going to put teeth to this? Like when you've got dishonest members within your ranks, how are you going to handle that?
Well, on a case-by-case basis, if it's been my experience that as a chief, you need to look for the good harder than you need to look for the bad. The bad will kind of rise to the top and you'll be able to see it and take care of it. But it is very important that when bad things are happening, that they are taken care of, because corruption in the police department is like a cancer. It kind of spreads. You know, it just doesn't stay to itself, it spreads out. So anytime that there's an issue in that vein that needs to be addressed and taken care of, then, you know, it's incumbent upon the chief to be the bad guy sometimes and to step into that role and do what needs to be done. That's not what I want to do. That's not what any leader wants to do. But if it's necessary to be done so that the police department runs better and that there's more faith in the police department by the community, that's what needs to get done. But I'm focusing on looking for those officers that are going out every day, doing the right thing, doing good work, and praising them and bringing them up. But when there's a problem, it will be addressed. And I'm not going to, as I was telling members of the meeting, it's not going to be one of these situations where I make people come begging me for information. If there's information that needs to be put out there, I'm going to put it out. So you don't have to say, hey, is Pearson hiding something? It's just not going to happen.
So
you may not always like what I have to say, but you'll always know it's the truth.
FOIA laws, sunshine laws, those kinds of things will be followed to make sure that the public has the full information, the full context of situations.
There's no sense in making a law like that if the police are going to ignore it. So if somebody submits something and it's appropriate and legal and proper, that we disseminate that information. And by that, what I mean is, if there's not a reason for me to hold information back, I'm not going to hold it back. So anybody who needs to know anything about the police department, ask and you shall receive.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Am I going this way or this way? This way. Hey, Gina. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. I'm going this way.
Okay, we know you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, I'll call you.
We'll see you. Okay. Thank you very much. Well.
All right, that's the end of it.
You know, it's part of media, it's part of the thing.
Well, I'm sure we'll be.
Yeah, we have an active media group, and they're really good to us.
Okay, good deal. Very good.
Thank you.
Chief, real quick on our way down that meeting, this is Jeremy from Ozark Center.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you. How you doing?
I'm the community behavior health liaison.
I'm Kristen, I'm the youth behavioral liaison.
You guys are just who I wanted to see. We're going to spend a lot of time together because there's a duplicity going on in the police department. We got law enforcement, and then we got social issues that overlap. Law enforcement officers are all going to run into the people who need social services. And we're not always the best people to provide those services, but we're trained to do certain trainings and not trained to do certain things. So you guys, I'm going to be leaning on you heavily. You don't have cars?
Not with us. We're down, we're just right across from
Okay.
Virginia.
We're based on the crisis unit.
Remember when you said the thing about the opioid that was coming in, saying I want to kind of hold up everything, because I want to get rid of some of them. What I want to do, if I can make this happen, and I've seen it happen in other places, is use some of that opioid money from the lawsuits to hire somebody full-time with the social services side of things to be on board with us, to be a one-stop shop. So when we come and see somebody who's dealing with homelessness or drug addiction,
There's some rest of the out there, they're co-responders.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I heard you say don't check.
Mine may not have some technical tasks.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff through the
Well, whatever there is out there, I'll get into it and bring one of you guys on board. As close to full-time, if not full-time as possible. Because I want the officers to have that person's number, so no matter what they run into, it's not strictly law enforcement. They get on the phone and say, hey, this is what I've got. Can you come out and advise me on what I need to do? So we can be as responsible as possible.
Chief, I know you got probably a full schedule ahead.
Yeah.
When you get up, give us a call down there. Here's the number, and we'll sit down.
Absolutely. You guys are really high on my list of priorities to get with, so we expect a call, say money, before the end of the week. Hopefully we can have one. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Which are we going to have?
Thank you.
All right, let's shut it down.